Hmm.
Stream elements. Drihung 2H is now live. Streaming Age of Empires 2, checking out Returns of Rome DLC AoE2 Gloria Victis mod, Discord to VC with me live.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was over the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. And God saw that the light was good. And God separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day. And God said, "Let there be an expanse in the midst of the waters, and let it separate the waters from the waters." And God made the expanse and separated the waters that were under the expanse from the waters that were above the expanse. And it was so. And God called the expanse heaven.
A sign and symbol not of judgment, but of justice, not of might, but of mercy.
And there was evening, and there was morning, the second day. And God said, "Let the waters under the heavens be gathered together into one place, and let the dry land appear." And it was so. God called the dry land earth, and the waters that were gathered together he called seas. And God saw that it was good. And God said, "Let the earth sprout vegetation, plants yielding seed, and fruit trees bearing fruit, in which is their seed, and each according to its kind on the earth." And it was so. The earth brought forth vegetation, plants yielding seed according to their own kinds, and trees bearing fruit, in which is their seed, each according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the third day. And God said, "Let there be lights in the expanse of the heavens to separate the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons, and for days and years, and let the Lord, and let them be light in the expanse of the heavens to give light upon the earth." And it was so. And God made the two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night and the stars. And God set them in the expanse of the heavens to give light on the earth, to rule over the day and over the night, and to separate the light. Hold on. I need to do something. Light from the darkness, and God saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the fourth day. Announcement. Oh, submotion. was it? And God said, let the waters swarm with swarms of living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth across the expanse of the heavens.
Hear our prayers, O Lord.
So God created the great sea creatures and every living creature that moves, which the water swarm according to their kinds, and every winged bird according to its kind.
Amen.
And God saw that it was good, and God blessed them, saying, be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and let birds multiply on the earth. And there was evening, and there was morning the fifth day. And God said, let the earth bring forth living creatures according to their kinds, livestock and creeping things, and beasts of the earth according to their kinds. And it was so. And God made the beasts of the earth according to their kinds, and the livestock according to their kinds, and everything creeps on the ground according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. And God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heaven, and over the livestock, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth.
Justice, stop the growth of iniquity, protect the holy church of God and all people of goodwill, help and defend widows and orphans.
So God created man in his own image, and the image of God he created him, male and female he created them. And God blessed them, and God said to them, be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea.
Amen.
Where was I? And over the birds of the heavens, and over every living thing that moves on the earth. And God said, behold, I have given you every plant yielding seed that is on the face of all the earth, and every tree with seed in its fruit, and shall have them, and you shall have them for food. And to every beast of the earth, and to every bird of the heavens, and to everything that creeps on the earth, everything that has the breath of life, I have given every green plant for food. And it was so. And God saw that everything he had made, and behold, it was very good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the sixth day. I will swear I will promise my reading in another time real soon, but jokes aside, up people, it's me Zui, your friendly neighborhood Vietnamese here. Now what you have just heard is just a little bit of a practice reading from me, because I'm planning to have a very special stream real soon to actually go outside the street of Vietnam and reading a lot of different books, do a little bit of public reading to improve my English skill. And I forgot to use this soundbite while we're at it.
We will take Jerusalem! Deus vult! Deus vult! Deus vult! Deus vult! Deus vult!
Damn, son, where'd you find this? Alright, jokes aside. This me Zui back at it with another stream about the Gloria Victis mod, and back from my vacation, I forgot to post, even though I forgot to post a Twitter post about it. But I was encountered a lot of different things, and while in the process of it, I've managed to open my mind more about things. So I kind of have a lot of different ideas when it comes to my future content. But you shall see when it comes to that. Without further ado, let's just go over to our quote of the day. So this is a quote that I just catch on to while reading the book called The Real Life MBA by Jack and Susie Rush. It was a great book, by the way. So I will recommend that to you if you are planning on reading more about economics and stuff that relates to the topics. So a failure is a terrible thing to waste, because humans tend to learn from failures. So don't live your life avoiding mistakes, because that's just a part of life. You either improve yourself by changing what's work, or you were forever stuck at a standstill, learning nothing. So yeah, I really like this quote, and it's like a supplemental quote to one of their chapter 2, which I would like to show to you right now. Chapter 2 is part 1 is all about the game, and chapter 2 is about getting right and getting better. So this is all about you learning mistakes as you go with your life, right? As you are trying to start a career or pursuing a career, and a mistake is just a part of life, so better get used to it because it will whack you down a lot. But what's important is that you learn from those mistakes. But spare those details aside, I really should read more books. And thanks to whoever who are checking out my stream right now. We are having 3 people who's watching, including my account. So welcome to whoever just tune up to the stream. And without further ado, we'll get into the show. But before that, I have to remind you that this show doesn't... I do think in the future, this show doesn't just... wouldn't just get run by me only. Because I think this show would be a lot more enjoyable by me accompanying with a lot of more different pupils. Because I really want to improve my English speaking skill, and to do that I want to interact with a lot of different foreign pupils. So this is how I would do it. So during my stream, everyone can join the Discord that I posted in the description of this live stream, or on the pinned comment up ahead. Or that's like a special command to it. You would just type Discord, like so. Let me try it first though. I haven't tried it. So if you type something like that, probably a message will appear. But let me check back at it in a few more minutes. But yeah, you can participate on the Discord and talk one-on-one with me. Oh, there we go. It does work. So yeah, do try it. You try to type exclamation point Discord onto the chat section, and my Discord link will just appear. So it's pretty good. From now on, we'll just have that special comment. But it does seem to only work on YouTube only. So I would check on whether or not something's wrong with that. But yeah, you can join on Discord and you can hop into a voice channel, because I'm really on a voice channel right now, as you can probably see, right? And if you want to just
Ray,
talk with me, you could just...
hi.
Hi, Ray. And thanks for checking out my stream. Hope you enjoy your day. Hope you enjoy your wonderful Saturday, right? And yeah, I was just talking about my Discord. If you don't know, I do have a Discord channel, and there are pupils hanging around, you know. And it's not just a normal Discord channel, because while I'm streaming, I will also hop into a voice channel. And if you join the Discord, you can hop into a voice channel and say hi to me. And so in the future, you can contribute to the stream by just talking with me live. And I do think it's like a good idea to improve my English skills speaking to a lot of different foreign pupils. Although if you're not confident about your English skill either, feel free to just chat, you know, just chat on the YouTube and Twitch comment section. That would be also good for me. But all details aside though, really good to see you there, Ray, because right now I'm kind of developing a mod, and we're at the wonderful, I think we are at the most wonderful process of the mod, because I'll be finishing the region called Henesys, and there will be another region called Nautilus, but in the background I managed to do something that Age of Empires 2 haven't done before, and I would really like to showcase to you right now on what I just did. For those who are participating, you know, in the past live stream, I would like to share my process on the mod. This will be really fun. And if you're here, Ray, because you're new, this is my mod called Gloria Victis, and my plan is to overhaul Age of Empires 2 game completely. And so to do something like that, I do have a fixed map, and we do have like different factions that we can play on this map. So if you don't know, in the linear faction, there are mages and battle mages and stuff like that. And mostly in this faction, you will have a lot of mages and wonderful magical creatures and stuff like that. Paragon will most likely gonna be a land of the beasts and the land of the warriors. And Henesys will be the land of the archers, the land of the sharpshooters, and farming and you know, different stuff. And Nautilus will be the land of pirates. And there will be a lot of fun involving the pirates, just me, because I will go into that right now. I'm developing an unit with involving the pirate faction right now, so this is the prototype version. Right, if you're still catching, right? Have you played? So Ray, I don't know if you haven't noticed, but I'm a modding channel, and I do develop and programming mods in my channel. So do you know about, I must ask that, do you know about Age of Empires 2 and its modding scenes? Or have you even have any clue about what game that Age of Empires 2 might be like? So right, in the vanilla version of Age of Empires 2, right? Galleon, just a galleon, yeah, it's just like a ship that got built, and they can attack you in it, but that's just it, right? But in this mod, at least with the Nautilus faction, they could produce ships, and their ships can turn into a special unit that is called just a standing ship. So they can essentially change between modes, even though they kind of change into a different unit separately. So to change this galleon from combat mode into production mode, you just gonna press on the hotkey like so. And from there you can see that this is a floating barrack. What are you playing? I'm playing Age of Empires 2. Although not really
Ray.
playing. You
What
get it,
are
right?
you playing? Ray, I don't know.
I really want to change this back to speech, to be honest. So wait me a minute. I will change it. Yeah, I'm not really playing a game, but I'm developing a mod for a game. If you don't know, right? Do you even know what modding really is? Or do you know some aspect of programming? Please let me know. So this is not just a unit, right? And but this is like a unit.
Sounds so goofy.
Sounds so goofy. I don't know about your opinion about the word modding, but this is like a ship that got turned into a building that has a graphics of the ship. So it's just how I'm gonna implement it. So from this ship, you can actually train units out of that ship. But yeah, if you don't know, Age of Empires 2 is like an RTS game, but you can have a base, and then from a base you can produce all sort of unit. But right now I'm kind of implement some sort of special unit that you never seen from the vanilla game, so it's gonna be really cool. We're gonna activate some sort of cheat codes so we can produce unit really fast like this. But you can see that you can train unit out of ships, and it's not just your typical ship, because
Rick,
you can change
I see you have quote.
different types kinds of shit. Yeah. And it's really nice. Yeah, I have quote. I have today's quote of the day. Although, are you really watching this stream late, or are you running behind? Because right now I'm kind of showcasing the stream, and you are essentially watching me probably spilling my quote of the day, type of daily content. But yeah, that's how the special mobile direct works. I will give you some insight on the details of this special factions. So there we are. Here we are. These are the special things that I've come with Nautilus. I mean, not that much though. So this is just you know, different units that comes with Nautilus. But apart from that, you also have like a moving floating barrack itself, and you do have this description that tells the players to switch between production mode and combat mode. Let me check my audio real quick. Oh yeah, the music is a little bit loud, so I'll just lower it. So do excuse me for playing loud music. You know, sometimes you gotta make mistakes, right, before you learn anything, as the daily code says, you know. But yeah, this is essentially how it works. So yeah, if you haven't catch it already, I'm not, you know, playing games. Essentially, I'm making a mod for a game that I like. But yeah, to make a mod though, it does come with some programming skill. Even though most of the time you don't actually develop Age of Empires 2 mod, that needs some sort of special programming skill for you to learn. But for me, I'm kind of learning tools like Scanner Parser, which involving
how you get idea to put quote in you stream.
Yeah, that's a really fun question, by the way, right? Because I do have the idea that I'm really like I don't think that I'm how do I put this? I don't think that I'm like a organized person. So I don't think that I do have like my daily quotas, and from day to day I often do stuff, and I think quota day idea is like a very kind of special things to me, because I'm the type of guy who when I live stream videos, I don't just talk about, you know, the topics that relate to the video games that I'm playing or the stuff that I might be doing, but I also just having a little bit of chit talk. I mean, how do I pronounce this? Chit chat with you all, right? I always have some kind of chit chat, special chit chat and live talk with you all, and I think the live stream would be a lot more interactive that way, and it's like a way for me to practice my English. As you don't know, English is my second language only, so it's like a way, right? And like an organized person, I really want to improve the quality of my stream, and I just think that, hey, why not every daily of the stream that I made, why not just tag some why not just think of a special quote that I will want to share with you all, and let it be a live lesson to both of you and I, and we can discuss more about it you know, during the stream. By the way, I had this idea when I was watching a channel called Life of Rio. If you don't know, he's just a YouTuber that I watched in the past that produced Warframe kind of content. He played the game called Warframe, and let me search his channel again. So this is the idea that I've had by watching a channel called Life of Rio. It's a fun question that you asked, by the way, Ray. I would like to say it again, because I do inspire. I do have a lot of inspiration from a lot of other different YouTube channels that you haven't noticed already. So probably you will actually go into today's code by what actually you can hear him saying a lot of different codes during a lot of his older videos.
Okay, so So I was the victim of being a So yo guys, what's going on? Life of Rio here. That was know that if you are in-game
actually not in this video. I don't remember he actually said any code in this video. Sometimes he kind of remember, sometimes he kind of remembers, sometimes he kind of not remembers. But that just
this is probably the wildest situation I've ever came crazy, and I need you guys to explain to me.
Let me see though. I think this might be the video.
Oh, what is this? Doing, how to do it, what weapons to use. Officer Rio here on the scene, and I'm about to whip you guys into shape for endgame. Now I know you got a lot of emotion.
Actually, if I recall correctly, he does have a period where he go into his daily code like in every single one of his video. So it's like a period where he doesn't actually have that idea, but that's like a period when he started having that idea. So I cannot check whether or not one of his video might have the code, but yeah, I just derived the code idea from watching his past video. So yeah, it's like a fun question, but we need to move on for the show though. So if you don't mind, right? And by the way, you can join my Discord. I'm still hanging around the, voice chat. What are we doing though? Yeah, in the last part, I kind of showed to you how we can capture different Shirenian site along the map, right? And from different Shirenian site, we can summon like a different kind of unit, like from here you can summon golem, or from here you can summon like a chariot. I think that's very cool, and in the future I will implement more stuff into it. But that aside though, I kind of haphazardly designing the lead harbor as well. As you can see, embark troops from this one special ships kind of ranking the base right now. And I think that's pretty cool. And apart from that though, we do have a special unit that comes with the new Roman DLC. And if you don't know, I kind of bought this DLC, right? But I haven't updated my data mod. If you don't know, I kind of developed another mod for my personal use, and a lot of people are actually also use this mod, so it's called Designer Data Set. That's
Ray,
what I say.
there is philosophy guy in you stream, because I see you quote from philosophy stuff.
Oh, philosophy, right? But the way you kind of pronounce philosophy kind of makes me a little bit. It kind of makes me laugh a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I do quote from different philosophers, of course. But I kind of have the idea coming from Life of Rio only. I don't know who Life of Rio might quote, from his video. But I do actually follow a different philosophers, and I do read different books, so I can actually derive my quotes from there. And it's like a really fun idea. Oh, what happens? Maybe I will try to embark my ships a little bit more. I will try embarking my ships one more time because it's just so fun, right? So you just spawn unit on top of there. So it kind of works like I kind of have this idea from the Age of Empires 3 galleon, right? So why not? So I think why not just implement that into Age of Empires 2, because we do have private factions and we want to actually make them a little bit cool and unique a little bit, right? So this is the only idea that I have. And if you delete this special barracks, by the way, it will return into the moving version. The combat version which can actually attack, but they won't be able to train new units. So I mean, that is. I have a feeling that not really any people have any idea how to develop something like this before. because I can only do
Right.
this when
There is view su philosophy in you stream.
I don't know what you are talking about. Or maybe you want to improve the English skill a little bit because I cannot understand you. But regardless, I don't think anyone has this idea of how to implement some kind of unit like this, and it kinda, I feel like this will add a lot of different possibilities when it comes to the new features that they have added into the editors with the rise of the Romans DLCs. And I would like to go into it in this stream a little bit because it'll be so fun. And in the future I will also make another video about...
Ray. Sorry because I from Japan.
Oh, I don't think that. So, konnichiwa. You know, ogenki desu ka? I kinda know a little bit of Japanese, so maybe I can speak a little bit to you. Not so much though. I just know basic code like genki desu ka and, you know, how do you say name in Japan? I know how to count in Japan. Japanese, you know, ichi, ni, san, yon, something like that. Nana, you know, gotta skip a little bit there. Nana, hachi. Now that I think about it, I need to improve my Japanese a little bit more. Q, yeah, I kind of forgot how to even count. But yeah, I will feel me. I will feel you later, right? When I manage to improve my Japanese to speak with you in the future. But apart from that, though, we're having fun. So I kind of want to show you how the Rise of Romans DLC kind of added in terms of mobility. And maybe in today's stream or in next stream we'll go into the special campaign that they have added with the Rise of Roman DLC. I think that will be fun. Let's just modify some unit a little bit. But this idea is gonna be so fun, so watch this. Kinda sounds like I'm lagging like a maniac because I am, but this is gonna be so fun. Just watch this. So we're gonna
Rick,
add an unit.
You know how to speak Japanese?
A little bit, but not so much. Just rudimentary. I know how to read a lot though. I learn how to read hiragana and katakana. But well, for what's the word? For kanji, I cannot read a lot. That's still a lot for me to learn about kanji. So yeah, for Japanese, to a lot of people it's hard, right? And you cannot, you know, I guess you can blame Japanese for being hard. A little, I guess. So what I'm gonna do is to add a unit into the map called, you know, hunting wolf like this. So I kind of want to add it as an AI unit. At least for now, because we are testing something, right? So I'm gonna do the modify attribute like this. And if you haven't noticed, they kind of reorder the modify attribute. A lot of details in the modify attribute, so you can actually modify the graphics of each individual unit, and this will come with a lot of fun because you can actually, as I've demonstrated to you, right, that we can change something like a barracks building, for example, to have the graphics of the ships, and when we implemented the button to change between the ships unit and the building unit, the ships kind of turn into a stationary version of itself, but really it's just gonna be a barracks with the graphics of the ships. But yeah, that is pretty fun, right? And I kind of do have like an idea to add a special unit.
Ray,
a very special unit.
Are there any views that haven't watched you stream for a long time?
So, right, the story is that my views kind of comes and goes, you know. During my whole time presenting myself as a content creator. And if you don't know, I live in Vietnam, and you know, that's how I improve my English. And in Vietnam, you do have a lot of successful content creator, but they only speak in Vietnam. But for me, though, I do have a missions. I do have a life goal to improve my English skill. So I do try to speak English a lot in this channel, and I only speak English. In the future, though, I kind of figured that some Vietnamese might subscribe to me, and then I could talk some Vietnamese to them. But yeah, that's the story in the future, because most likely you will, I guess you can interact with a lot of audience when you are speaking English, right? So I'm just thinking that hey, why don't you just speak English for, you know, every part of the stream, and then I will just I will be able to communicate with anyone from the world. So you know, that's my idea behind this channel. Other than that, I'm also a programmer who has a job in real life, working, you know, under FPT now, since I just got a job there. So yeah, I am a programmer, and I do find myself find the pleasant of, you know, modding video games. And I did become a programmer because I was fascinated by video games and the ability for a gamer to not just play a game, but to also modify the games according to their preference. So here I am. Actually got my programmer job because I was fascinated with developing mods for video game and stuff like that. In the future, perhaps I will actually make a video games by my own. Not just any mod, you know. I will actually make video games from scratch. Given that I might have enough knowledge, or I might have enough time to look at this particular, you know, expertise. But for now,
Ray,
I do find
I see one of you view in stream before. I think his name Phil, if I not wrong.
Oh, you were really an old fan of mine, huh? I remember your name as well, right? But it was a long time since I've seen you on my stream, and we were playing a different game called Europa Universalis 4, right? Although you're from Japan, so I don't know whether or not EU4 is kind of popular around there, you know, around Japan. But yeah, we were playing Europa Universalis 4, but right now I'm kind of developing mods for Age of Empires 2. And right now they kind of released a special patch, or as you might call DLC. Download the content. I tried to speak some Japanese there. But yeah, without further ado, I kind of want to develop this special unit. So to do that, we need to select the hunting wolf that we might have in this hero section. So we'll just select that right now, and I need to actually open
Phil, I back for a long
data.
time.
Oh hey Phil.
You miss me.
That's kind of funny because another guy named Ray also just mentioned your name. And glad to see that both of my old camera just returned to one of my streams. And right now, I'm in the process of developing mod for Age of Empires 2. As you can see, it's kind of, I think it's kind of like a coincidence that I'm also playing EU4 music right now in the background. But regardless, what kind of, yeah, I kind of. Sorry, but not missing you. But regardless, happy to see you here. I'm just gonna go into the game's data a little bit real quick because I want to see the graphics that the trees might have. I think this will be really janky though. because I'm seeing a graphics of an unit. Hold on, tree. So yeah, tree. Oh yeah, I will just show it onto the stream, right? Because we are in the process of making video games here. It will be exciting, but first though, I must announce that Phil, if you haven't noticed, if you're still watching, right, Phil, I do have a special Discord channel where you can join, and if you join during the stream, if you join this special Discord channel, link is on, the YouTube
Phil,
and the description.
It's very long time to see you.
Yeah, a long time, no see. But this special Discord channel you can join, and you can actually participate on the stream content by joining one of my voice chat. Be given that you can actually speak English though, or there might be some, communication issues. Given that you can speak English, you can actually hop into a Discord channel and then join me on one of the voice chat, because every stream I will just hop into a voice chat, and I think that would be a really interactive way to speak with my fans, quote unquote, right? But regardless, we have a stream to, we have a video games to make. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna open this dataset right now. As you can see, this is like a very special tool which you can actually check the game data. So we're gonna check on tree, right? Because I do have an idea to make a special monster like this. I'm gonna show it to you. So if you don't know, right, Ray and Phil, this a mod that I'm been developing for Age of Empires 2, taking the theme from Ghost, more like this special unit, right? Not the tree, but the stump. So if you don't know, right, this the game called Maplestory, and this the mod that is based on Maplestory, but it's in Age of Empires 2. So this is the theme of Maplestory. It's like a side-scrolling game. But apart from that, I do have the idea to actually make monster out of that game. So we are actually making some monster that is like a tree, but they can attack. So if you don't know, in Age of Empires 2, you cannot do something like that, right? Why can't you do something like that? Why can't a tree attack? But hold on, just for a second, because with this special DLC that they have added, they actually add the ability for you to actually modify an unit graphics. So this is how I do it. So the unit will actually gonna be a wolf in origin, but we'll modify the graphics to be like a tree, and it's just gonna be glorious. So we're gonna modify the special standing graphics, right, to be a tree. Or was the tree dead? Ah, there we go. And I'm just gonna fetch this graphics, I'm just gonna fetch that graphics to turn it into here. I think the result's gonna be so great. Just watch this. So we're gonna check the wolf's graphics a little bit. So the wolves do have its graphics like so. You have the rock mechanic, die mechanic, standing mechanic, right? So rock mechanics, I guess it's gonna be this, yeah. So that's gonna be the graphics to it, and the dying graphics. Oh yeah, there's also the attack graphics as well. But that's gonna be all the graphics, right? We're not gonna modify the dying graphic just yet, so we're gonna test this out a little bit first. So we're gonna have a unit gonna fare against the wolf, I guess. Gonna be a weak unit, so we can see what's going on. So we're gonna put one John the Maid, right? Let's test it. But I think this is gonna be so great. don't crash, that is. Because sometimes when I work with triggers, it tends to crash the game a little bit. Oh, I guess it will convert. I guess with Gaia, in the terms of Gaia unit, it will convert into different units, but we're not. Because I will actually modify player 8 unit instead. But there will be some consequence because I actually have another. Oh yeah, I actually have another unit from player 8. That is one of the special wolf unit, you know. So it will be it will actually change the graphic as well if you are not careful, you know. But still, we will add another hunting wolf unit onto the map like so. This me just demonstrating on, you know, the special stuff that they have added, right? But it's gonna be great. But yeah, if I feel you're still watching, you know, how you doing? Do you have a plan to join my Discord, you know, to chat with me, or are you not confident on your English skill?
Phil,
please let me know.
You know I speak Malay language, so if I join you Discord and talk to you, I will use 99% Malay than English, and I still have some assignments to do. Sorry, but I will join you Discord, but not now.
Yeah. I mean, you could still join my Discord and get notified on the stuff that I'm doing and behind the scenes content, because I do post my behind the scenes content, you know, on my Discord. And sometime I might actually host a Discord stream. So I did have a successful Discord stream before, talking to my fan base. Although I kinda cringe myself when I say the word fan base here, but you can see this mod. I just did a little bit of special magic to turn a wolf into a tree, as you can see here. It's kind of silly, right? If you catch what I'm doing, Phil. I kind of turn a wolf into a tree. And it's kind of funny, right? Hold on. Let's try attacking this bitch. Oh, that's still the graphics when he's still running, but you can see that this tree will attack you. Even though I wouldn't figure out the special graphics that I would like to add to the trees whenever they attacks, but this tree is just following me right now, and it's kind of funny. You know? It's just pretty funny, I guess. Although I would like to, you know, slow the movement speed a little bit in the future. As you can see, with different angles, the trees kind of turn into a special variant as well, though. So when they're moving about, you can see the graphics will also change, but still. This is exactly the idea that I've had with this special galleon unit, that you can actually change into a building that actually have the graphics of a unit, and they will be able to train units from shore like so. And it will just it will act like a special boarding party if you catch what I'm doing, right?
Cool.
So you can actually only do this with the newest edition. So I do thank Microsoft for and Forgotten Empires for adding the features like this. I'm really grateful for them because I can experiment with new stuff like this, you know. And yeah, to feel especially, right? Hope you do have a wonderful day, and good luck to your study, right? Good luck with your exam and stuff like that. For me though, I graduated, so yeah, I don't have to deal with college anymore. But for you might still need a luck buff, so I'm gonna buff some luck into you if you're still watching, Phil. Hope you gonna have a wonderful future, you know, graduating. Hold on, why isn't the soundboard working? Can you be a great philosopher one day? I don't know, but that would be just gotta be your decision, right? It's a decision whether or not to become a philosopher or become a lawyer. I think you've become a lawyer, right, from what I've catch with the stream before. I mean, we do have a lot of special mechanics that I want to show in this mod, but for the sake of, for the sake of the concise of this stream, you might want to watch my older stream if you want to catch up with the mechanics that I've added with this mod before. So I'm just gonna show you the poison ratio, because, well, they're pretty special, because the damage you need from an area, like something. They are really special, given that they are not really close to you, because those poison clouds can actually damage your own unit. But apart from that, we do have our bottom mage or resources that will also shoot special projectiles on the tower. And the fire will burn a little stuff like that. Not really, but we will do something with it. Do let me know if my voice is a little bit low compared to the game voice though. It is a little bit right. Yeah, I just noticed that my voice is a little bit low compared to the game voice, so why is that the case? I would like to check. Go to settings. This is my microphone right now. I guess we'll put it to 100. And then we will actually lower our game volume a little bit. You need to point. I mean, you need to point to me, you know, whether or not my voice is up to par with the game sound. Because I do find that an issue for anyone who might be watching right now. And hey, Dr. Bugsy, thanks for joining the YouTube stream or Twitch stream. Hope you enjoy your day. And I was just going about my mod and the process that I've done with it. But yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of crazy shit going on right now. And Dr. Bugsy, by the way, if you're watching, right, I do have a... I don't want to promote this much, but for the sake of the future, I do have a special Discord channel where in every stream I will join into a voice chat channel like so. And if you want to talk with me directly, you can join my Discord. Link is in the description. Although on Twitch, I might not have been added a pinned comment to the Twitch chat section, but you can check my about section on my Twitch channel to check out my Discord link, and from there you can join my Discord and you can join my voice chat channel to speak with me one-on-one if you are interested in stuff like that, because I want to speak with someone and try to improve my English skill in the future, and I think that's a good idea. You have some question, Phil. I would like to hear that.
Phil, I can join, but you know me, a lot of assignments and I need to solve it math estimate.
The text-to-speech
Phil,
guy hasn't catch up with
I have some questions.
So yeah, do ask away if you have any, right? But I need to drink some water. We'll let the battle play itself out. We do have a special spearman unit that has like a one range and a charge mechanics. And I mean, that's pretty cool. We'll demonstrate that real quick, right? At least we have to demonstrate on what my mod is capable of. Because a lot of you are new to this live stream and my channel and this project, so I'll just demonstrate a little bit. And with our buttons you can damage unit around, you know, you can damage the surrounding unit of this unit, and you can actually render enemies armor away between each successful strike, so they do act like a really wonderful supporting unit. You can see the battle is very chaotic, and there's like poison, poison mechanics. that will damage unit in an area like so, and it's pretty crazy. And the elephants will damage unit also in an area and also take their armors away. There's a lot of different special mechanics. As you can see, the elephant is at work, right? And the spearmen do have special mechanics to charge up their attacks. And if you don't know, if you play a lot of different strategy games or EU4, you notice that...
Twitch. What are you doing?
I'm kinda demonstrating my mod right now, a book, and it's kinda chaotic from what you are seeing, right? Because I do implement a lot of special units when it comes to this mod. So we do have the poison mage, which will shoot out a poison cloud into
Twitch.
a unit like this.
7 IC.
Yeah, that's a lot of special stuff. And you know, we have the poison mage, we have the ice mage that will feed enemy unit. We have the siege, we have the not siege elephant, but in the future I will rename them to armor tusk, and they will render enemy armors away. So think of the ambush, but they can damage unit in an area. And we have the Tessio spearmen. And they have one enhanced range, and they do have a charge mechanic that will add to their attacks. And we do have a battle mage which will so shoot out like a, you know, special magic projectile like so. And it's not just, you know, special unit. We do have another unit called we do have a unit that will change the buildings that will look like a ship. So if you don't know, right, this unit can actually board ashores, and when you click into the change weapon, you can change the ships into a barracks that looks like a ship, but not really. It's just like a barracks, but it looks like a ship. So I do want to thank the Dev and Forgotten Empires because they have added mechanics to let you be able to change unit graphics to the in-game editor through triggers. So I do want to thank them for that. So this is the unit that
what formula to calculate interest?
Dude, I'm not gonna answer, you know, map question over here. Be gone with your math question. I'm very done with math. I've learned a lot of math in I learned a lot of economic math when I was in college, but not right now. I kind of forgot all about it already, but you can calculate that yourself. I guess you could use tools like Wolfram Alpha, but you know. Regardless, cannot answer that question. Yeah, you can see that those two units are very cool, but we also have a special capture mechanics. You know, when it comes to different side of different building side, when you switch into it, there's like a charge mechanics. Every period or so, one special charge will be added, as you can see visually. And with charges in like a different site, you can actually summon unit, or you can actually activate some sort of special abilities that I haven't added, you know, in this mod. I've added some golems like so, but you can actually switch into this building, and you can summon like a chariot on you know, this building, given that you have enough charges. And we have just captured this building. But from this building, we can actually train like footmen, you know, on top of everything else, you know, on top of any other special thing. But yeah, that's like capturable objectives. They're like monuments, but not really, right? But yeah, that's the boss so far. I mean, a lot of special things. Also, Abok, if you are still on here, I guess you could be still streaming.
Phil. Forget about it. I find what formula. The formula I equals PRT to calculate the interest you get in the bank.
So yeah, I mean, Phil, I'm open to discussion, but we don't really talk about I guess I could add like a rule that we wouldn't talk about stuff that people might not understand on this stream. So I might want to mute you in the future if you don't follow that rule. But regardless, maybe we want to avoid politics, some points of politics as well, because some people might not understand politics. But I digress. Rule will evolve in the futures. But about Twitch, I do want to say that I do have a Discord channel. And from there you can actually join here and talk to me one-on-one if you are free, right? You can actually discuss with me one-on-one. If you have special guests on my Discord, if you do have a YouTube channel or a Twitch channel, maybe I can promote your channel in my videos description or in my Twitch description. I could shout you out, or I could rate you afterward.
Phil, you know I picked course economy.
No, but you know, people around here don't actually, know stuff about economics, so we cannot discuss with the stuff like that around here. But yeah, you could join the Discord channel and talk to me one-on-one. But Phil, I don't really like to say this, but sometimes you're annoying, yeah. Actually, just I do find you really fun to speak to, if you don't actually discuss with discuss like niche, topics with me. But if you discuss stuff that I actually understand, well, then maybe. Well, when it comes to disclaimer, I'll just say it out loud, right?
Phil, the view is full.
But yeah, I mean, apart from that,
Phil,
I do enjoy.
So we need to educate the view.
No. We keep them foolish because we want to make them gullible, for them to keep watching my stream instead of doing anything else. You know what I mean, right? If they are too educated, they might find a job. But with that aside, though, right now it's not really a design stream because I just demonstrated on how I changed unit graphics. But we'll leave that idea for the future because right now we're gonna paint the map a little bit. With that aside, I do have a lot of different topics that I would like to discuss on today's stream. So do feel free to stay around if you're still catching up with the show, right? So I'm gonna put some weeds around the corner like so, just to replace those ugly trees. I don't want to make this special island like a treasure cove actually. I think it will be fun like a special kind of a cove, right? Like a hills that will turn into like a cave and so. I do think that idea would be fun. So although yeah, I cannot do that in the meantime though because I need to update my designer dataset. So yeah, and I'm the only one who is coding designer dataset right now. So without the special designer dataset, I cannot actually do something like that. But regardless, I guess we'll design Henesys a little bit. I do have a lot of ideas when it comes to Henesys because it's like a huge farming town. Although we kind of do want to add more, I guess we want to add more details when it comes to individual house in Henesys. I do have some ideas though. So what I'm gonna do is that we're gonna add some flags, and the flags will act like hanging clothes. So yeah, it was just gonna be like this, and maybe in this house, I don't know, maybe another one on this
I think
house.
I make a question. What prefer you choose? You family or you very love friend? Choose it very careful.
I choose both. I choose both. How about that? When it comes to philosophy, there's no actual concrete answer, you know. But well, I could choose both. It kind of depends, right? So if you don't know, why do I choose both? Because it kind of depends on whether or not it's like if it's like a family members I know, whether it's like my mother, my father, or my cousin, some of my cousin that I don't even care about, or if it's actually my, if it could actually be my wife that I've engaged for like a long time, or it could just be like a girlfriend that I've just met yesterday. It will just depends on the kind of lover or the kind of family members you have. So that's my too long didn't read your answers. I mean, fun question though. Actual fun question, so you can actually ask something like that. So, I will actually add some, probably some good, I would like to add some special town square, I think, or maybe a marketplace. I could probably use a marketplace over here, but not really, right? Although yeah, I kind of remember in Henesys you have a marketplace, like probably around here, but there'll be like special branch when you access the hill. So I would just add like a market building on there, and from there, there's gonna be a special pathway to many different shops.
Phil. Is not fair, you need choose one. Don't create reasons that I think are reasonable.
Well, I do actually think my answers are reasonable, so, well, take it or you leave it, right? You know, when it comes to philosophy, Phil, I don't know, because you read Nietzsche's a lot, but when it comes to philosophy, there's a lot of gray answers. You know, it is not just black or white, but you need to, there's a silver lining somewhere, as you might call it. Regardless, I kind of want to add like some kind of special roles, not just dirt, but I want to add like some roles when it comes to, you know, the path around here. I don't know if the apple guy sticks around, but yeah. I mean, the apple guy is also a streamer, but he tends to not interact with my stream a lot, honestly. We're just checking around, and I guess he's looking for someone to promote his stream. But well, if you want me to promote your stream, you actually have to do some favors for me here by participating with me on stream, you know. So I could shout you out. I mean, I don't know about OpenH Dev, if he's free today, maybe I will tag him. I just sent a message though. I don't think Ras will. I don't think that Ras know what I'm doing already, but he's on the game, so I'll just ignore him for now. He said that he's on another HM5 multiplayer lobby. Although I kind of want to share it with you that the plan that I will have in the future for this channel. I kind of want to host an in real life stream where I walk around the street of Vietnam, citing quotes from the Holy Bible. Although do let me know if you want to see me reading the Quran instead. I think that'll be fun as well, because I'm planning to you know, special case when we're talking about few here, but I do want to read a lot of different books, so this is like my way of to improve my reading comprehensions, and it will also be another way for me to practice speaking. So I will just go around the street of Vietnam and then just read the Holy Bible out loud, as you can see with the first section of this stream. I was just practicing my reading, But still, I think that's like a fun idea. I think we could actually cut it into a video, or if the stream turns out to be laggy, I will transform it into a video form instead, so do keep in mind. But it's gonna be a fun idea, and I cannot wait for something like that, I guess. I don't want to reverse this. I don't think road is fine, but you actually need to layer it a little bit better. Sorry about that. Just layer it a little bit better. Perhaps it will look
Phil.
Just like so.
Philosophy, huh? Philosophy change meaning from time to time. No, philosophy is not a tough by a genius, but more than we think.
So I do say that philosophy does have a gray, do have a gray area in it, right? Yeah, and I mean, it does change from time to time. I mean, I guess when it comes to philosophy, it's kind of vague, by the way. Anyway, kind of forget how the English word for it, but it's kind of vague, and yeah, don't know what much to say about that. But the word is evolving, right? And we need to evolve, according, to the word. I do find it fun to make the road not just dirt run though, but we're gonna add a little bit more texture to it. So that's just my plan, Do look a little bit better, but it's not just that. We're gonna also improve we're gonna also improve this section a little bit. Just playing around my soundboard. We're gonna improve this section a little bit by introducing new clothing line, new clothing technique. Although, by the way, when we are talking about laundry and stuff, do a lot of you pupils watching, right? Do you actually still use clothing line also, or do you have a special dryer at home for you to turn on and it will automatically dry your clothes and stuff like that? So if you don't know, I actually have in my house I actually have a what do you call it? I do have a washing machine, right? I do have a washing machine that will actually act like a dryer at the same time. So it's kind of convenient for you to wash your clothes and then it will automatically dry. How about that? But yeah, convenient of today's society aside. When it comes to the middle age, of course you're gonna have clothing line. What else do you gonna have? Although it's like a fantasy, middle age, it's like a fantasies. Anyways, it's like a fantasies map anyways. But still, you do still have, your usual medieval looks. So maybe I will include also a well into this special backyard. Maybe what's the best place to place a well? Do you think around here? Or do you think around here? I guess so. Maybe I will just put the well in here, because it has more space around it.
Phil. In ancient Greece, philosophy is very different from now. Everyone think every science is philosophy, sociology philosophy, and more, but everything changed when Rome Empire in the glorious era.
So, do you read ancient Greek philosophy, or do you just read niches? Maybe you can share some Aristotle with me, because I do read Aristotle from time to time. But from that aside, though, I don't think Aristotle is great because, he does went through a lot of realistic stuff, and at the same time, I guess to a lot of philosophers back in ancient Greece, they are mostly about what do you say? What's the word? Stoicism. Yeah, they're mostly about stoicism. Even though I guess Aristotle do have some stoicism in his code, but it's not just stoicism. This what I'm gonna add with this river shores. I don't know if you have any more ideas of adding more stuff into it.
Phil.
Greece philosophy.
Greece philosophy think about society and life.
Yeah, speaking about society, I mean it changed. It changed gradually from time to time, but nowadays, I mean it shifted to a very exponential, result. And if you don't know, I've been reading a book called The Real Life MBA, because today's economic is ever evolving, right? So if you don't know, this book kind of went into a lot of different aspects about economic, and in some chapters they will also get into modern stuff like social media and how you will do well on stuff like Twitter and life story, that you should use social media and stuff like that to promote your business. But regardless, The Real Life MBA is a really good book, and it's a really good read when you're into economy stuff. So if you're into economy, Phil, I do recommend it.
But ancient China philosophy is, I don't know much about ancient China philosophy.
Oh, god damn it, I didn't mean to do that. Still, yeah. When it comes to, I guess, ancient China, I'm pretty much clueless, except, I do know some code from the Art of War. At least I do know some, but I kind of forget it. Anyways, because people tend to forget things when they haven't checked them for so long. Know your enemies better than yourself, right? That's one quote I remember. If you know neither your enemies nor yourself, you will succumb to every battle. I still remember that quote, but still. We'll layer this a little bit. Just to make them a little bit more special,
Phil,
even though I kind of want...
I know Sun Tzu.
Yeah, Sun Tzu, wonderful guy. And people tend to meme him to death at this point, but he's still a wonderful guy. When it comes to rudimentary, pitch texture, this is how I do best. Also, I kind of have a plan to make this area hilly a little bit. Although cannot do that right now without my designer downset again, but yeah. I guess we can postpone this stream though, because maybe I want to actually play the game a little bit. We'll save the map a little bit, and we'll go into Return of Rome DLC. If you don't know, right, they added this whole new DLC that comes with 20 different civilizations that will only focus on the classical eras, and it's pretty good, I would say. When it comes to Age of Empires 2, they only covered like Middle Age to late Middle Ages, but when it comes to this DLC, they also covered the classical era. So yeah, if you haven't got AoE2, you can get a bundle that also include the Return of Rome DLC for cheap. So check it on Steam. But apart from that though, we do want to check it special editor, don't we? Cool stuff that they have added into the vanilla editor, but with the Return of Rome DLC editor, It will only just gonna be in its form, I guess Return of Rome only. Like you can see those units, right? What is this? We have the cars from AoE1 DE, you know, got imported on there, but I digress. There's still a lot of different, you know, good looking unit. I do hope that they will eventually add all those units onto the main dataset itself. If you happen to know, right, those units will only be, you know, on the Rise of Rome, you know, Return of Rome DLC, but they don't actually in any other places except from this special type of editor. So the editor kind of got separated into two different editions, but I don't want the future to be like that, because I do want to, you know, play around with many different units, you know, to make modding even better. But for now, it's just gonna be what it is. I don't know. So let us check the civilization though. Well, we do have the Assyrians, right? Babylonians. If you haven't know, the Assyrians was like a really short. I mean, I guess it was like a short to mid living civilization, and they were starting from some sort of like a Assyria cities, right? During the Mesopotamian era. They kind of conquered the neighbors and they formed the Assyrian Empire, but they do rely on their military aspect. But apart from that, they didn't last for too long. Babylonian was like around the, you know, the Mesopotamia region again, but they are in the modern day Iraq, maybe Eastern Iraq or so. But it's very fun to mention about Babylonians. Carthaginians, they were in the Mediterranean Sea, right, around the Tunisian era. Chalcedon was around, you know, eventually Carthaginian got conquered by the Romans. Chalcedon was like a dynasty, a Chinese dynasty, but although I haven't know much about them. Egyptians was, you know, as you all know, Egyptians. Greece, you know, as you all know, Greece, you know, ancient Greece, that might include, you know, probably the Spartans or different Greek cities from the Odyssey era. The Henesys, they were the Turks, you know, the original Turks. They won, you know, the Turkmen. But they were the original Turks, but they were the Henesys, and if you remember, sure, it was like a Henesys cities. Not much to say about Henesys though. I don't really know much, although I only know that they were from Anatolia. Viet. Very special that they
and Henesys because it was in my history book in school. What I know Henesys philosophy is about the importance of school. That's all I know.
Yeah, in a lot of, I guess in a lot of Chinese philosophy, they tend to focus on, I guess being like a better person, right? Being a better person on what can you do to contribute to society, them all about stuff like that relating to society. Viet, yeah, very special that they include Viet here. Although when it comes to Vietnamese history, I want to mention it again. Lac was more like a civilization that united Vietnam as a whole. When I read it on the Vietnamese history books, although Viet was like a tribe that exists along with Lac, when it comes to one certain period. But it's kind of funny that they kind of make Viet to be a civilization, to be easily memorable, because you know, they have the Viet in their civilization name, right? Eventually, though, Lac kind of united the whole region. Not Viet, but Lac united the whole region. But Viet was in part of the whole civilization. So I guess they kind of want to go with Viet because it has a Viet in it, so you kind of figure out it's like a Vietnamese civilization. but still, you know, where are you on the speech chat? Latvia. Well, what do you mention about Latvia right now? Although when you want to mention Latvia in the classical era, right, it's not in the Baltic region. No one has even conquered, you know, the Baltic region when it comes to the classical era. Only after the Dark Age, probably people would even migrate to the Baltic era. I don't know. You might want to watch more history when it comes to that stuff. The Macedonians. I don't know much about the Macedonian apart from that they were in the around the Mediterranean area. Although if I recall they were around Morocco also, but I don't know much about them. Minoans, though, I don't know a lot about them. So Minoans was an island civilization from Crete. You don't know about the Crete Island, you know, search it up. But Minoans was not just was origin from Crete, right? But they managed to expand their empire or their kingdom to a lot of many different civilizations as well. And they do focus a lot on trade and navy. You could say the same with the Phoenicians, but although the Phoenician would be from the Lebanon or the Israel regions. The Pomeranians, I don't really know much about them. The Persians, you all know them, right? They were Asian civilization from Iran. A lot to say about the Persians, although I haven't studied much about history. And you know, a lot to say about Roman actually. And if I want to go to the stuff that I know about Romans, probably will last around probably 5 hours on the stream. You know, the Romans were the longest lasting, you know, empires, probably up to date. I don't know, maybe the Egyptian may last more, but they were like the biggest expanding empire from England, right? They were spanning from southern England, not in southern England, but I guess the what do you call it, the boundary between Scotland and England right now is where they spawned their territory. And the Romans kind of built a wall to separate between Scotland and Ireland. I mean, not Ireland, but England as well, but I digress. So the territory kind of spawned from there, right? And from there they kind of spawned to Egypt. So you can kind of imagine how big that would be. So that was the Roman. So the Shang was another Chinese Chinese faction.
Phil.
Oh yeah.
I know Viking. Yeah. Not Viking is Livonia Oder who colonized Baltic region. Wait, no, I think Slavic people colonized the Baltic before they got convert to Christianity by Livonia Order.
It is to some certain degree. Yeah, the Livonian Order, as you might know, Teutonics, right? They conquer the regions. So if you don't know the Baltic regions, they're not Slavic. So you got that detail a little bit wrong there, Phil. They were following their Norse, their Norse pagan religion instead. But later on, they got converted by Christianity. Although, Lithuania back then, they didn't really convert it by Slavic before. But they got directly converted by Christianity. But although there would be some Slavic country, surrounding them. When we get back to, the late Middle Age, right? When the territory is fully expanded and you have the Kievan Rus and stuff like that. But I digress. We're talking about the classical eras. The Vikings, though, the Vikings also follow their Norse religions, their Norse paganic religions, right? And we have different Vikings tribes. As you can see, I can recall one of the barbaric Viking tribes. It's called yeah, I kind of forgot, but there are a lot of different barbaric tribes. But when it comes to barbaric tribes, what I can recall is we have the Vandals who collapsed the Roman tribes twice. We have the God who also collapsed they kind of sack Rome a lot of times, and you kind of remember Theodoric the God, right? You have the God, you have the Visigoth in the Anatolia era. I mean, not Anatolia, but what's the region again? Forgot about that. Iberia, yeah. We have the well, also have the Prussian, barbarian tribe. Although, the other Prussians that you might actually have any idea about was, the modern Prussian was like a militaristic Christianity kingdom instead. But this Prussian follows the Romuva religions. We can also see a lot of many different barbaric tribes, but I'll spare the details for now. So we do call them Germans or barbarians, or when you want to spare the details, right? But in short, the barbarians actually consist of many different kingdoms.
The creator of Kingdom of Perak is Persia king who got exile after the kingdom is destroyed.
No, I haven't known much about Kingdom of Perak, so I guess Perak could be some sort of kingdom in a special period, but it could be relating to Malay region, so you might see some derivatives from that, right? Or it could be an Indus civilization, so do feel me, the details. I don't think a lot of people know about Indus civilization because when it comes to that era, there are a lot of different Indus kingdoms, so you cannot actually list them all. So we do call them just Indus, yeah. The Persians, the Phoenicians. Oh yeah, I do want to correct myself as well, because Chosun wasn't a Chinese dynasty, but Chosun was a Korean dynasty. So yeah, I do want to correct myself. But Shang was like a Chinese dynasty, so that's one detail I shall point. Sumerians. Sumerians was like the area in between Egypt and Assyria, right? If I recall correctly, or they could be Berbers, but I kind of forgot about the details surrounding Sumerians, so let's just ignore them for now. We do have the Yamato, as you might know already, right, from Japan. Yeah, and we just have those, I guess we do have those vanilla civilizations, although this DLC from Age of Empires 1 got added into Age of Empires 2, like this. But apart from that, we also have Viet. I mean, not Viet, but Viet they've added. Viet is cool. They do use the graphics with the Asian civilization that we already have though, so that details aside. Regardless though, I do like the graphics. I guess they imported the Age of Empires 1 graphics, the graphics, right? But it still looks solid when even compared to Age of Empires 2 graphics. I still pretty much preferred, I guess, Age of Empires 1 graphics to some degree. I mean, look at the building size though. It's a little bit smaller compared to
what the very powerful and very civilized Chinese native.
I mean, there are a lot of different Chinese dynasty, you know, so I cannot list them all, but I will just list some individuals like the Han Chinese, probably the Tang era, right? The Tang era was pretty big. And then after that we have the Ming era, which is also big, and after that we have Qing dynasty, even though they are very Manchurians. Although there's like an official Chinese dynasty called Nhà Thanh. You know, in Vietnamese we call it Thanh, but in English it might be called Yuan dynasty. Yeah, the Yuan dynasty. The Yuan dynasty was ruled by the Mongols, so I don't know whether or not you should call that a Chinese dynasty. But still, I don't like the graphics that they have added on here. I do want to check it out a little bit though. So I don't know why the architecture just got reset there. Macedonian architecture do look a little bit cool. We put onto Bronze Age so we can see the special building graphics. Yeah. Although I kind of like they're using different Asian civilization do use the same Asian, do use the same Asian graphics with their buildings, so they do look kind of a little bit generic. But I guess you could say that in H3 Viet kind of looks the most accurate, because we do have a building that looks like this. So I will just show it to you. We do have a traditional building that looks like this, made by wood, and it has like a what do you say? Those are high roofs, those are high roofs on top of a wooden building, and we built them like this. So in Age of Empires 3, I guess in H3 you could see there are some building that looks like it. Although you could actually see, those kind of building exist on the highland areas of Asia as well. It does look like so, yeah. Although the buildings in Age of Empires 1 is a little bit small compared to Age of Empires 2, right? So that's one detail I want to point out. Oh, Army 10, that's like a new building they have added there. But that's cool. It's not like I will stick with its editor though.
Phil. Water is look like Bideo people building. Phil. I think.
Oh wow, it looks like a Badu people's. Oh yeah, I guess it could looks a little bit like a Malayan civilization, I guess, right? I guess when it comes to the whole Asia region, we do have some similarities. Oh yeah, the horde is still hordes. I guess they do use that for some special campaigns, so they added it there. But I don't know about that. Mirror Tower, I still remember this on the editor. So that's like the walls right there. A monument, so you can convert those, right? We have a rice farm. I guess when it comes to Asian civilization, I don't know. Each workshop. We have a small gate. Oh yeah, we have small walls, right? Those are unupgraded walls. As you can see, unlike Age of Empires 1, you can also place your walls diagonally like so. So it's always a welcome addition. Oh yeah, when it comes to different types of wood, they don't actually intersect each other. So that's cool. The stable as well, the building graphics, right? Oh, that's the trade workshop. The graphics looks really close to, ancient Asian civilizations. To a lot
Phil,
of Asian civilizations.
Right now Asia is very hot, my place 37 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, it's pretty hot. I mean, it's pretty hot in Vietnam as well. That's why I'm running an air condition right now. This building looks a little bit... No, it still looks the same. I thought it looks a little bit special, but... Let me check the ballista tower. Yeah, it's still the same. It's still the same, but still... The barricade... Oh. There's a new unit, so you can rotate that. That's cool, I guess. I mean, I wish they kinda add this to the vanilla dataset, though. I mean, somewhat good mod to add them to the vanilla dataset, but except, I mean, if the player doesn't use the mod, the map that use another mod using a different dataset, they wouldn't actually work. So I kind of want them to add all of this to the vanilla dataset, of course, right? When it comes to modability, I mean, you still need to listen more to the modders, you know, or to all the developers who are listening to the stream right now, of course. Kinda want to make some sort of special apparatus on here. It's like a makeshift arena. I think I will come up with some ideas on this. Right. Kind of funny, right? But I guess I'll just save this a little bit. Just gonna save this into test or something. Just to see what sort of map I can, you know, generate out of this. Modified walls. They look decent. Granary. Oh, those are golden centers. I do like that sound though when you place them down, right? Oh yeah, you can align, you know, it perfectly like this. Looks pretty cool. You can actually come up with some, I guess with some eye candy right there. Granary. I mean, granary is pretty cool. I do like the granaries when it comes to Asian ships. I guess that's it, right? I mean, that's it. The storage speed, which we checked before. Oh yeah, the archery range. Yeah, there we go. Now we can change like a different civilization graphics, right? So the Egyptians still have their Egyptians, I guess, graphics. They have their old Egyptian graphics. If you check Iron Age, you can do so. But it kind of changed, you know. I guess it kind of upgrade the walls a little bit when you change the age. But oh, the architecture is still, you know, not. You have to change both of this at the same time. You know what I mean. The Babylonians, though, I do have a soft spot for Babylonians. Oh, hey, Kozel, thanks for checking the stream out. Hope you enjoyed your stay. We're checking the Returns of Rome DLC right now, and this they're special editors, not really related to the original vanilla Age of Empires 2 editor, so it's like a separated version. I know that's a good idea though. I kinda want them to, you know, add the Rise of Rome editors into the main editor unit, right?
Phil. Very long conversation, but it's time to me go and do my assignment. I think this week I can't watch you stream, but still I will watch you stream. I have time. Oh, I know is very late, but Phil. Salamat Hari Raya.
Yeah, I do enjoy your company, but yeah, do feel free to update on me, you know, on your exam and stuff like that. Happy to hear if you pass, you know, or something. So do give me some news, and I'll keep watching that. a soft spot for Babylonian graphics, right? The building graphics. I don't think that wonder is cool as hell. I guess that's the Garden of Babylon, right? I cannot recall. But speaking of Babylon, right? From what I've understand about Babylon history, in one period they kind of built. If you read the Bible, right? I'm not saying that I have fully read the Bibles, but there was a chapter that mentioned that the Tower of the Tower of Babylon. Yeah, the Tower of Babylon. I guess we just call it Tower of Babylon, right? The Tower of Babylon was the tower that got built by the Babylonians, so it could pierce the sky. Because they were, contacting the heavens and stuff like that. But in history, the Babylon towers kind of falls down mysteriously. Be it engineering problems, architectural problem that one day it might fall spectacularly like that, or be it or there might be sabotage, that might destroy the tower from within. But yeah, the Babylon Tower was really infamous. Now, if I want to even show the Babylon Tower to you here, it's a really nice myth, I would say. I feel like it's a myth for now. I know it's like an actual history. Do they actually, discover like ruins about those stuff? I mean, it got mentioned in the Bible. Oh yeah, Tower of Babel, instead of Babylonian. We have Tower of Babel, short for Babylon, I guess. But I do find Tower of Babel really cool. Because I read a manga in the past that would also mention about Tower of Babylon. There was an entire arc involving Babylonian in the manga. And if you don't know, the manga is some sort of pseudo historical as well. So it's really good. It's a really good read if you're into history. The name of the manga is Daughter of the Nile, so you can imagine it relates a lot to Egyptian history, but it also mentions about Mesopotamian history like Hittites or Hittites or Assyrians or Babylonians. They mention them all, and in the later chapter they will also mention Indus civilizations. So yeah, it's cool to check it out. It's a historical manga. Man, I do have a soft spot for Babylonians, alright, so I do want to look at their graphics a little bit more. Egyptians, I mean, no offense, but I do feel like Egyptians has the ugliest building ever. No offense though, but their buildings are ugly as hell. I mean, they're really blocky, right? Although I kind of do like the improve, Oh, those are trade workshops. They're not the house. Yeah, those are Egyptian house. But I mean, I have to search this, alright? Because when I was reading Daughter of the Nile, that historical manga. Sorry. The way they portray like Egyptian building, they just looks better. Although if you search it, it's all about the characters and stuff like that. But I want there's got to be an image about Egyptians architectures. No. Let's just check the manga that I'm reading, right? Can we see some Egyptian? Oh yeah, there we go. So yeah. You can see that the Egyptian building that got portrayed in manga looks actually very beautiful, and they're like a different, I guess, like a different, how do you say it in English? Decorations, right? They're like a different decoration when it comes to their columns and stuff like that, and it looks really pretty. I mean, no offense, but the Egyptian architectures that got portrayed on this manga, I mean, they look small. In some similarities, they could see those architecture kind of looks like Romans or Greeks, right? But that's just the whole Mediterranean civilization in a nutshell, I feel like. But with that details aside, I feel like Egyptian building should look more like this, right? I mean, the government building kind of actually looks cool, but when you see other buildings though, it doesn't actually look as cool. The house does have some charms in it. I mean, I guess. I do like the academy look. But still, that's just one detail I'm pointing out. The Chosen, oh yeah, the Chosen, when you upgrade the buildings, they will have their roof will look like this, and they do have actual, bricks groups, and bricks, those are clay, those are probably clay, clay bridge and stuff like that. Market Street. But those are cool, I mean, Chosen, right? Egyptians, Greeks. Oh, the Greeks building. I do have a soft spot for Greeks building as well. When I was a little boy playing Age of Empires 1, because I guess the Greek building kind of looks the best in the original Age of Empires. So I do have a soft spot for them, the Greeks buildings. When you check the Roman building, they also do look similar to the Greek as well. When it comes to Age of Empires 1, Macedonian is one of the Roman ships. So yeah, Roman buildings do look very similar. A little bit different though. I mean, as you can see, right, they do have a lot of decorations in their building and stuff like that. So yeah, I do like the Roman building as well. Yeah, the main ones are also the Greeks, as I have mentioned before. It's they're from Crete, and I do know a lot about Minoans because they were also being mentioned. They were also the main kingdom that the mangas kind of goes to. So yeah, and in the manga, I mean, I kind of got into the history when I read the manga. After that, right, I went on research and I kind of saw that Minoan was like a trade-faring civilization, as they tend to focus on their navy, and they also trade with different civilizations such as Egyptians or other civilizations, but like Hittites and stuff like that. But when it comes to the Minoans, in that manga, they kind of allied with Egyptians, so that's one of the details that got changed. Because essentially the Empress of the Empress of Egyptians, which is the main character, managed to save the prince's life, the Prince of Minoan's life. So yeah, from that point onward, they allied each other. So I guess that's one interesting detail that the manga kind of goes into. Kind of historical because they tend to, change the details when they go into, the plot, a little bit. But with that aside, let's check other civilizations. I guess that's just it. I guess we do have the Asians, right? That's number 1. And then we have the Roman, that's number 2. And then we have the Minoans, the Greeks, number 3. And we have the Egyptian, number 4. And we have the Babylonians, which is number 5. So we do have 5 sets of different architectures. I guess that's just it when it comes to Age of Empires 1. I mean, in Age of Empires 2, I made it in Age of Empires 2 during the during the beta. There's even less architecture like this, but over the time they kind of expanded Age of Empires 2 anyways. But when it comes to Viet though, they still use the same Asian, architecture, so nothing much changed there. With that aside though, I kind of want to play I do want to play Rise of Roman, Returns of Roman, campaign. At least one campaign for today's stream. So I guess I just go into it. At the same time, I do want this design stream to be a design stream only, but I kind of forget that I need to update my designer dataset mod. And hey, Rebecca Adam from Twitch, right?
Rebecca
Thanks,
_Adam_.
Welcome to the channel.
Hey.
Although each name is Rebecca, I imagine you're like a pretty girl, so I do want to change your voice a little bit. Probably to Zira, where she speaks English. But yeah, hey Rebecca, what's up? How's it going? Do you play Age of Empires? Because I'm streaming Age of Empires 2 right now. Oh, Saga of Akkad. I mean, that'd be interesting to play. We do have the Trojans, the Trajan. they are not the Trojans because, well, as you have noticed, right? The Trojan was around the Anatolia. Pyrrhus is cool though, yeah. Pyrrhus, very cool. We just have 3 campaigns for now, I guess. I don't know if there might be more for this version just yet. But yeah, if you catch me, if you haven't catch me, Rebecca Adam, I'm a very special channel because I don't really actually just stream and talk to you. Like, so I do have a TTS that will read your message out loud, so feel free to, chat to your fullest content, right? But I will also have like a Discord channel like this, although, yeah, you can join me on this Discord channel. I added a link onto my about section on Twitch, so you can check it there, or if you are on YouTube, you can check the pinned comment or the video description, and you can join there. And in this Discord channel, I will hang around a voice chat channel. And when you want to speak one-on-one with me, you can join in on here and join the voice chat and talk one-on-one with me if you have anything to say, and you contribute to the stream that way. It's not that you just talk to me through a chat section to text by text, right? Because I do want to speak one-on-one with another English speaker, if you manage to be one, to practice my English, because English is my second language and I'm a Vietnamese. But yeah, if you find it fun, do join my Discord and talk with me one-on-one. The future, that's the future for this channel. I guess we do play as the Romans, right? So I do want to go into one specific campaign. I kind of want to just play it on hard though, because, well, you could just do it, right? So I'm just gonna mute the auto background music, but instead I'm just gonna go with the music that we have with Return of Rome right now. And it is pretty exciting, right? I mean, let's just, regardless.
My grandfather once told me of the age of Augustus, the emperor who found Rome a city of brick and left it one of marble. Guided by his
a little bit low.
And prudence,
I feel the voice is a little bit low, right? So I need to check the audio.
A vast constellation of cities spanning the Mediterranean and beyond. Its prosperity and happiness were the envy of an otherwise bitter, cruel world. 7 decades, 10 emperors and countless civil wars later, that golden age is a distant memory. Marred by corruption, the constellation that once lit the world is now little more than a faint and fraudulent zodiac. Yet there are those among us who still believe in Rome.
Among us,
In my
you say the
youth,
word.
I followed my father's and grandfather's footsteps into the legions. 20 years later, I am Marcus Ulpius Traianus, commander of the 7th Legion, and a veteran of Emperor Domitian's northern wars. The aristocrats of the Senate despise Domitian for his unwillingness to bend to their whims, but he treats his legions well. Now, he calls on us to quash the rebellion of one Saturninus, a provincial governor styling himself emperor. A lifelong military man, I know all too well that soldiers' blood is the currency of rich men's power plays. But when Rome calls, I must go.
But you
I
can
will
see,
march
yeah.
north to see that this civil war ends before it has even begun.
You can see there's a lot of recurring characters on there. Augustus, right? And we have Saturnus. Objectives, defeat the rebels raiders of Saturnus. Domitian, but not be defeated, okay? I guess it's just gonna be... do I remember this map? Oh yeah, I do remember this map. Oh man, I do remember this map from Age of Empires 1, alright. But I didn't imagine it would snow like this. So if you don't know, in Age of Empires 1, there's no snow, right? But in Age of Empires 2, there's no graphics. So I mean, that's one improvement. It's like the first Roman campaign or something. Yeah, the first Roman map, yeah. The first map of the Roman campaign, that's what I remember. They must have added something on top of the original campaign though, because if you don't know, right, the original Age of Empires 1 campaign is very static. Although what's up with the hotkey? But in Age of Empires 2 they added interactive stuff like triggers, so I imagine it'll be a lot more better. It's not gonna be just, you know, boring anymore. What's up with the hotkeys? That is like the classic hotkey, really? I always remember, you know, training villagers was C or something. I cannot press C. Huh? That's weird. There we go, there we go. So, yeah, okay. Barrack is Q. What the heck? What's up with this hotkey? That's not the classic hotkey, you know that, right? Barracks B. Academy is Y. Huh? I accept one different hotkey group there. Let's see, the definitive hotkey though. What's up with the hotkey? Go to definitive hotkey. Yeah, it's still bad. Oh yeah, there we go. Barracks is B now. Alright, so that's the classic hotkeys. Okay. That should be the classic hotkey. Could you see? There we go. Alright. I think we're ready. Just to experience how this will feel like. We have some idle villagers over here. We're still, you know, speaking in Old Latin, as we remember it. Broadsword. I do appreciate that they added a female villagers variant though for all the girls gamer out there.
Treachery and madness threaten Rome. Can I count on you to save her, Trajan? These lands are awash with rebel
Yeah, auto
scouts.
scout, yeah.
Bring them
Legend to
out
auto
and
scout.
rally the nearby legions to
Because
crush
I'm
this
new.
traitor.
Alright. Can I chase this guy down? Okay, so let's just put this to 3. Let's just put it to 4. So we can hunt this guy down. That's easy. I mean, I know how to kill ball guys. Come on. It's a gather points. I guess it's just that. What about this guy though? Does he have anything special to say? I like how they designed the camp though, even though it's just, vanilla. They kind of laid the camps in an interesting way, right?
The Emperor has always treated us well.
Oh,
we
we
will
got
not
the
abandon
units,
him
okay.
now.
That's cool. I mean,
Many thanks, Trajan. These reinforcements were sorely needed.
we have 5 on wood right now. We could actually limit that a little bit.
Alamaz. Aisa. Rogan. Yuri. Alamaz.
Rogan.
I mean, the wars in this version is a little bit slow compared to usual war though, for some reason. But at least you can actually handle them easy, I guess. That's one plus side of it. We can actually build another... Can we build a town center? I guess we can... we need to build a government building first. So that should be G, right? No, that should be... I kind of forgot the hotkey already. Yeah, with the original version, right? Oh yeah, C, there we go. Now I remember it.
Rogan.
Right, so I guess this guy could gather from there. I mean, this girl can build stuff from there. That's whatever.
I'm under attack! Send help to parry this assault, quickly!
So we might want to have a friend, right? Because we don't want the mission to be fallen. We auto scout by pressing P, I guess. But we need to transform our armies to here. And that is... oh, not guard, but I need to change the hotkey real soon. But I move it start for now. Never got into that yet, but still. We have enough town center.
Oklahoma. Umbus.
Can get another town... can get another... I get storage peak going on.
Oklahoma. Alamaz. Zamis. Umbus.
Don't get too close to the enemy now. We do have another camp around here, so I guess we could recruit a Roman legion just by walking on top of them. I mean, it's classic though, don't get me wrong. But I remember, I remember in the original campaign they don't actually... I mean, the memory is coming to me vividly, but I don't remember they have rivers like this. I don't remember, so there might be a lot of changes that I could not remember.
Yuri. Umbus.
I like the female villager sound. I mean, that's one change, you know. We need to send a villager on there to build a base for them. It calls for that situation, you know, but first we need to build a town center. If I recall correctly, Roman is just infantry, so yeah, I mean we build barracks and we build some academy. I guess we can just spam academy because academy units tend to be broken. We need to gather a lot of gold though, if I recall correctly. We'll get this guy to fortify our base a little bit. I mean, that's fine, but I do want to play through the campaign a little bit more with Age of Empires 2, but I feel like Age of Empires 3 campaign is much more fun compared to 2. Into there, you know, there are potential for a fun campaign. It just depends on the designer. Because if you don't know, in Age of Empires 2, we do have a lot of different designers when it comes to designing, you know, a lot of different campaigns. So that's just how it is.
Tyrant and a madman, Domitian. I am here to end your unjust reign.
Oh, we also have this guy. I guess we do have different Roman legions duking at each other. But in this stream, I just play one campaign only. I do want to end the stream a little bit soon though, because, well, we don't have time all day, right? Maybe we'll change something out there and then we can convert this guy to our side. Right. Domination just not be defeated, so just keep that base alive. Okay. We need it a little slow for now, right? Surrender now. So that might be something we need to, you know, keep watch out. Keep watch out, you know. And have a granny on here for sure. It seems like we can fit like a 8 farms, so it's pretty good. We can fit like 8. We can feel like 8 farms around the town center.
Bombus.
I am building an academy right now. I feel like I need to use a lot of academy unit here. That's the thing though. I haven't seen any special graphics when you're building a building site. Because if you don't know, in Age of Empires 2D and in 3D, right? When you build a building, there will be different special graphics. Even in Age of Empires 1, there will be different special graphics according to, you know, the building process. But it seems like the developers got some, but that's not too much. That's my argument. I need to take storage piece, so I could upgrade stuff like this. There we go. Oh, remember to upgrade those stuff, right? And let's check if they have any market. We don't have any. So we need to build this and build farm around there. Oh, that's no problem, I guess. We need to build a town center. Can the guy fit inside tower? Let me guess. He can. Okay, that's cool. So they added that feature. Okay, that's cool as well. But this might be a problem though. Don't have anything except that right now. We could train some cavalry, but that's population limit. Really? 50? Are you serious right now? That's population limit. Oh my god, that's just the original. That's the original Age of Empires 1 population limit. Oh, you don't need to be that harsh, game. I guess that's accurate. I mean, you can only have 54. Going to kill some villagers here. Get some military unit. The towns that wouldn't buy out, if that's what you're wondering. It just had to be like that, I guess. I just moved there to a place. I mean, we could sacrifice more villagers, since, I mean, we don't really need them, anyways. I just moved anything here. Come on. What are they doing? Let's take care of this bastard. I mean, I did choose the hard difficulty, that's all. I did choose the hard difficulty. And I kinda expect this. But still not the good, but still not the bad, you know. You could always build more towns, you know. And some village back to work. That's cool. We don't have that feature in AoE1 for sure, right? I kinda want to end, you know. It's got, you know. If that's what you're thinking. Oh yeah, okay. I mean, you can defend that, right? Can you defend that? I mean, we do have some units around. So I just use them. We do have market. Oh, let's just improve this. Oh, we haven't improved this one. This is pretty important. That's what I remember. There's some wars which are still not finished right now. So let's just continue. Oh yeah, they do have some, I see. They do have some, siege workshop. But we could have a siege workshop, I think that would be cool. Or we could go with full hoplite, yeah. I think full hoplite is pretty strong. Well, the tower can take care of the stone throwers anyway. I got the idea, it's just wrong. It do be kind of feel like the sanctuary secure everything, though. At least in the original edition, right? Look at everything, and especially AI, so I'm just gonna use that. Because they can direct the unit for shit, basically. So I'm gonna kill this guy, probably real quick. Gonna have some forward siege right now, because that's cool. And I want to do some walls, because that's my inner Trump speaking. Do you want to have some stone now? Oh shit. Why can't I find some stone? And I'll just send this guy to die probably. We'll destroy the tower, destroy the town center. So we'll have more formation for this.
Atlantic allies. Surely the Rhine Ice Queen got in January.
Oh, Saturnius kind of follows some. I guess they kind of do have some barbarian allies, right? I didn't know that, so that's cool.
I knew how it felt to have false friends.
Very much. Destroy the buildings, at least for now. Probably build some stone thrower. Or two. There's some problem in here though. Oh man, this thing will be a problem for sure. I mean, I do have some... Yeah. There we go. It's a little bit of a problem and I need to find some stone. Oh, we do have some... I guess we do have some rebels on there. That's also a problem. Where are stone? Oh yeah, there's some stone. But storage bit, you know? I have to remember when it comes to stuff like this. We just clean this up though. We'll take care of this tower. Well, I kinda want to do some forward move right now. If that's cool with you all. And we'll return this guy to work so they can work on the one last mine. But I don't want to direct more wood, trash. More wood into gold. How to have this guy do mine some gold right there. I get this guy could mine some gold right there. We can't take care of this guy. I mean, kinda need some minutes on them. Need some gold. That's all. The stone thrower is kinda dead, so it's a waste. So I don't want to put this one right now. That will be taken care just fine. I guess I'm playing up with the main emperor of Rome and Augustus. I mean, it's still pretty cool though. I still do like the... I'm still liking the, you know, the usual destroy scenario. I mean, it's still fine. Alright, we do want to take care of this. Come on. Need to build more house. I'm house. Oh, come on. Let me build some house. Let us build a house wall here. And then we can build some gates, right? Oh, god damn it. I got the ship queue, alright. Need to pause a little bit for this. But we'll build that and we'll check the granary out a little bit because that's where we upgrade our stuff. We don't have a granary. Just realizing. But I mean, there's still a lot of other stuff that we could do. We'll attack the base a little bit. Alright, this one is taken care of. At least. We could find the enemy like this a little bit. I can play on hard just fine, guys. I mean, it's not much micro. And we focus more on food now. And I want to build one granary just for the sake of having one. And then we go in here. Oh, barrack unit takes 1.5 population. That's insane, right? kind of want that.
Rogan? Alama.
What are you doing right now? Get back to work. Well, let's just destroy one building at a time. That's my plan. Destroy the town center as well. But if we get some more gold though, if that's okay with you. We cannot advance to the... Yeah, I remember in the first campaign we cannot advance to the Imperial Age. Although I'm calling it Imperial Age just because I'm used to Age of Empires too. But yeah, destroy this wall. I wanted to do the water. Right, that's good. And do we have any other, idle unit? Get from there quickly. Oh yeah, the reason they managed to get inside, probably there was someplace else, probably around the back door or something. Interesting perspective though. An interesting forward runway coming from the AI. Oh, it was still this gate when they were opened. Silly.
Not your only enemy. Brutal Emperor's friends.
I mean, around here though, we don't want our Legion to get hurt. I mean, let's just farm this guy, let's just farm Hoblet, just because I can. I guess they can handle that just well, right? When it comes to this game, there's not much micro. At least they reduce the micro by introducing a lot of quality of that. So that's good. Take one tower at a time, of course. Not really one at a time when you look at it. We'll get this guy down real quick. I mean, it's easy. When it's hard, it basically means easy, guys. So do play on hard. Might be a problem. Nothing can't the siege, right? That might be some problem. I don't know though. Let's just train more, right? That's one way to solve it. We could train more. We could train some in this place. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, and our barracks unit costs 1.5 population anyway, so we might want to try some boss now. I don't know if Slinger counts though. Probably they could count. They could be counted. We could build some towers for them. Now that I realize. So that's what I'm going to do. And why are they not building the gallery? Come on. Lazy villagers. I mean, that's fine. That's just fine. Let's just delete that guy real quick. This is number 2. Legion number 2, of course. This is fine. Region number 3. So I'm gonna mess with this place a little bit.
Kindly send those rebels' heads my way. I shall use them to decorate my camp.
Man, I need to change the hotkey real quick. Alright, just hold on. We need to set the... Oh, there we go. So, we set this to this. Yeah, what is up with this? No, I guess like a F, right? But shows like Z. Staggered, it's like a... I guess where it comes to this, E. Stand round is S. Follow. Flank. Flank is like a... R. Defensive is D, of course. Aggressive is A. Build. Box. Oh yeah, box formation is W, that's true. Line is Q, alright. Sounds good. We'll try the box formation out a little bit. It's gonna be a Legion number 3. And I'm gonna harass this guy real quick. We shall come to that place. Kinda want to end this Sion dude though. It's a little bit of a problem. And after that, right, we shall put a new tower. I mean everywhere though at this point. And then a bit of storage feed around here. And then yeah, that's just it. Get our guarantee built, like come on. Oh, because I see. There's no space to move around. I mean a bit of one there, but not really. It's not possible. So I'm gonna build a... Instead I'm gonna build a wall around here. Just to cover the map. Oh, and it's a stove, so that's problematic. There we go. Any idols? We harass this guy. Good one, good one, good one. Maybe we just defend. Can I not attack move? I change the hotkey. So I'm gonna upgrade tower and the walls. And I'm gonna kill some farm seed because why not? What are you doing right now? Why are you not attacking the enemy? Got my eye. We did basically what we believe. We can have a little bit this, yeah. I mean, it feels like I'm playing Age of Empires 2, but not really. It's like I'm playing Age of Empires 1, but not really, right? It does feel like Age of Empires 2. I don't know what you... gameplay. I guess the gameplay is like Age of Empires 1, but with a lot of changes. It does feel like that. So this guy. We'll just focus our thoughts on this one in here. For now, sword. I'll just ignore this guy at this point. Because he's silly. We could have a tempo and a Wolulu. If that's what you're thinking. I'm interested in the aspect of Barricade only costs half population though. So I guess we could use some slingers. Try them out a little bit. Oh man, don't throw us. We have to have started.
Spaniard marched his legions to the front so quickly.
Spaniard. Maybe this call not Spaniard. Just a side. I get to invent something else. But wow. I guess I could use more carry since they are spamming stone thrower right now. Oh, where's our villager dude? Going Dave, alright Dave. There's some stables. Because we need horses. I guess when it comes to powerful unit, I mean horses do dominate. I would train along with some uplead as well, but we're lacking some gold. A lot of unneeded food though. I mean, you could actually kite, I guess. But those getting the six really fast. Those are heavy unit he's fast for some reason. And not really as good, let's just say. Let's do something with the store. I guess I could trade some chariot to save, to save the resources. We don't have a market. Or do we?
Rogan? Bombus, here potato.
I'll take care of stone throwers. Got cute. That's right. Well, we'll get a Dave too. Don't worry. I mean, I guess I could spawn Charlotte.
Okay,
Chariots are powerful, don't get me wrong. We need more on wood now.
Oklahoma, Yuri, Zomers. Rogan, Zomers. Bombus, Yuri, Alamas. Ambus. Oklama. Ebadara. Alamas.
Alright, not enough wood. That seems to be a problem.
Thomas.
I need to take care of the menacing situation. I can do it. You're fine, good. You're fine. Get some more hoblet. Okay. That's a lot to take care of, right? It's easier compared to original campaign or hardware. By original, I mean Age of Empires 2 original campaign. I mean, I get some tower in here. I need to fully wall the base stuff. So I'll just do that. Come on, let's just do this. And then we'll follow it up. Yeah. I guess some religions. Some religions. Town center, maybe. Over here. That's just fine. I mean, it's still under my control. Mind you spamming the chariot real quick? Usually when you play Age of Empires 2, when you need to manage 200 power, it's kinda a little bit harder, right? But it's a little bit easier to manage. You just need to spam powerful, you need to overwhelm your enemies pretty much. I could try some boss, but it's not more. I have no clue why the hoplite seems to move a lot faster. We're missing some research, it could be. Some trade card, huh? That's interesting. Never noticed that you have a trade card now in Age of Empires 1. That's cool. I guess they added but units seem to be good. So let's just try that. Basically, I get this kind of check on my audio a bit. Hello, hello. Too low. I kind of feel like my mic is too low, right? A little bit more on that department. Right, okay. So I thought he's gonna join my stream today, but that's fine. I do like having fun playing the campaign again, yeah. Even though it's not much. They did a well done job with the map, I guess. The overall map, right? Oh, I kind of forgot to contact those guys. So we'll send one of our cavalry to do it. But I kind of like the overall map look, right? And they're designed for, you know, actual gameplay. Could use a little bit more on, you know, the eye candy department, but in choice still find the way it is. Although they could add like a little bit more random events, I think that would be that would spike the game a little bit more, not just, you know, AI spamming unit at you. I think that would be fun. Instead, if I design a campaign, I think I would add stuff like random events, maybe some sort of a special convoy that you could destroy for, you know, resources, right? I think that would be fun. And a little bit more, maybe maybe there will be an enemy where you can kill, or maybe we could damage them enough, and they will surrender and join your side. I guess that would be cool. But overall, I mean, the enjoyability of playing a campaign is still there, of course. What's my villager? Huh? Those lazy villagers.
Our Emperor needs us. Pack your things and march on the double.
Hello, that's nice. I mean, free unit.
Well done. I see that you are a man to be counted upon, Dragon.
I mean, I could build some stable in here just to get those free legions. Need a villager for sure to build all this. We'll build some stables, barracks, get this gate built. So, I don't cheap build work, but I want it to work. Stable build. Guess to get those units out sooner. Care much. Oh, maybe we can how bad it is. Maybe more gold though, I figured. It's a bit harder. I guess the really I guess we just end this phase, yeah. I have a feeling that we should end this phase. Get some stone thrower, maybe. Yeah, that stone thrower is there. I need some gold. Yeah. Oh, not that, but we'll get some gold. Any more gold? I mean, there's some here. Oh, well, there's some siege over here. Alright. What was siege? Of course, classic. And then we can go back to... Oh, there's some towers. Oh, I think I can build some towers here. Like a little bit of a game of towers. But you don't want to do that. Alright, build more over here. Look at a tower over here, though.
Broken? Alamos.
It's fine. This building is so damaged, and we managed to do a little bit of loss right here. I mean, we went to the back door, pretty much. So we're gonna harass the place a little bit.
Hello.
I feel like academic uni is pretty versatile, so I do want to use it.
Sorry.
Stone thrower, just we don't need me to stone thrower, dude. Use our, harass over here as well. Why not? Also harassment, really great at harassment. There's some tower, forward tower. Man, I remember, the meta behind, I do have a funny story to tell though. When I was playing Age of Empires 1 when I was a kid. So I was playing with my cousin. It was pretty funny because my micro wasn't so good back then. So I did a lot of towers around my base just because I cannot think of any meta other than being defensive. And my base was so little around this corner, right? But my cousin base was spawning all over the map. Because he know how to micro and how to build like 3 towns center to maximize villager production and stuff, and population limit was set to 200, and then he spam a lot of stone throw and cavalry onto my base. Even though I did build a lot of tower, but I could not defend against siege weapons. So yeah, that's it. Because I wasn't moved back then. That's a great game though. Base game do look a bit generic, right? But it's a great game. You destroy all the houses though. I don't think they can produce, unit. You destroy all the houses. That's like a legit strategy as well. In H1, of course. I do have a lot of it. Which is gonna stop chariot. So that's the tragedy of this game, except it's actually good. But I guess this guys are stuck. Man, you really need to wait for this building to collapse, really? Maybe they were having some gay sex over there. We're just bothering them. Jokes aside. Dumicus and Daniel was having some gay sex. Was having some actions. They want to say the word gay. So yeah, I need them to when it comes to that. When it comes to relations. Place out of existence. So it won't bother me. villagers for real. Did a lot of water as usual. I could not get hard enough. Oh, those man. Don't decide.
Yoga, Zenos. Dabai.
Yuri, Ombe.
Oh, finish those towers, will ya?
Yuri.
The rebels, they should know that. The Romans were destroyed by the rebels. And you know, one funny thing that the Roman did, barbarian. I mean, the Romans were allied. But they also recruit barbarian to be generous. I mean, how much are you gonna compromise with the barbarians until they destroy the civilization? Historically, there's a lot of assimilation between the barbarian tribes and the Roman, you know, the Roman civilizations. And I mean, that's one reason can lead to
Rogan? Tell me.
The rebels are crushed. Now the traitor, Saturninus, will be forced to surrender.
So I guess that's completed. Oh,
We Romans say that
cool.
fortune favors the bold. But how does it decide between two valiant men? The question puzzled me as my men dragged Saturninus before our merciless emperor. I wonder what his last thoughts were. Did he regret not anticipating that my legions would reach the front in time? Did he curse fortune for the unprecedented January thaw that prevented his German allies from crossing the Rhine? It matters not. The answer died with him. But our emperor's anger endured. From the day of his coronation, Domitian had been a firm and bold ruler. But the Senate despised this friend of the legionary and the commoner. When Domitian's latent paranoia began to consume him, his wrath engulfed the Empire like a raging wildfire. Countless arrests followed in the wake of the war. Senators who had opposed him were executed like common criminals. When the court could bear it no more, the Emperor was assassinated.
Yeah, the usual stuff going on with the Roman Empire. A lot of different assassination, a lot of civil unrest. When you get an empire to be that big, you know. Such a classic tale. But hey, I got a golden medal for beating the campaign on hard. At least I guess that's something. Man, I kind of want to finish the whole campaign, but right now I guess we'll end today's episode. I guess it's not just I guess it's not about just designing scenario today, because I really need to update my designer dataset more before we can do much, you know, continue. And I kind of demonstrated my progress with the Gloria Victis already. Although I kind of want the Shiranian, you know, the Shiranian factions in my Gloria Victis to be Romans. But it's a shame that you cannot use any DLC civilization, because it could mess with the... It could prevent people to play that mod, so yeah, I need to curb myself from doing that. But aside from that, we did show the progress, we did show, you know, we did went over some map design. I mean, a bit, not much. But I just really want to play one of the campaigns, so Yeah, we'll end it with a high note by finishing Legatus and Legions on hard. But with that aside, I mean, it's not even the hardest campaign, as you can see here. The hardest campaign would be this one. But with that high note aside, I guess thanks everyone for coming to my stream. Yeah, we did meet some familiar face, right? We did meet some familiar face like Phil or Ray. Even though I haven't interacted much with Ray, but you know, it's gonna be that's it for me today. Hope you guys enjoy. And Sunday maybe I'll just go for some jogging around the park. Maybe go out a little bit just to see if there's anything I can do. You know, speaking English is still hard for me, but still I'm trying. I'm still trying, you know. And that's the thing with lab. You need to try something new, and then you need to keep being proficient at it. Try something, get something done. And I think with procrastination that is that you never do it. But yeah, this has been me, Sui. Hope you guys you know, enjoy the live lesson that I may have and enjoy my commentary and my gameplay about Returns of Roman campaign. And do give this video a subscribe, this live stream a subscribe. I mean a like, and give my channel a subscribe because that will help. And you know, because I haven't enabled much monetization, cannot right now. So my goal is to get as much as subscribers as possible, because the goal is to get 1,000 subscribers for some monetization option to be unlocked. So yeah, that's my plan. And for Twitch stream as well, you could give it a follow. And when we hit our 50 follows mark, there might be something special happen, like a Twitch partner program. But for now, that's it for me though. And as usual, you know, like the Romans and the Barbarians, humanity first. Stay safe, everybody.